a little insight on how to use the utility controller for our CSI or Center for Science and Innovation building. As you can see behind me, I am in a lab, and this is our beautiful science Center for Science and Innovation. And it took us a while to get this, and really excited that we have such a nice facility and really nice equipment to use. Now, there has been some questions on if I come into the classroom, what happens if the gas isn't working or the water isn't working? So I wanted to kind of let you know what to do. And so here is the control and utility panel. As you see, most of these, if you come into the classroom, this is the door that enters by the front of the classroom. You're normally going to get this on the side towards the exit door for the front of the building. And so how this works is generally, if you come into any of the science classes, you're going to see this setup, or specifically biology, but depending on the lab, you might want to change it. So we ask all instructors to keep it this way, where it's always that you have, this is the electricity, and you can see that underneath it, this is the gas, and this is the water. Now, in the biology labs, we generally just always keep the electricity and the water. We don't ever really use gas in here. But for chemistry labs, you're going to be using gas. And so don't ever touch this one. But if you come into a class, and I'm going to show you right now, your students are wanting to wash out glassware, or they're wanting to do something, and they go, and you're like, okay, guys, turn on the water. And it's going to start out like this. And as you can see, the water pressure leaves, and you have nothing here. So that is going to be a bit of a problem. So what you can do is come over here to the utility controller, turn it to the right, and you can see, and you can't turn it the other way. And then you're just going to turn it into the off position. Now, as you can see, I'm going to take you over here to the water. It is turned on high, because when the student went to turn it on, it, just stopped producing water. So this is kind of the be careful announcement that I'm going to give you, is that if you have gas or water that wasn't set to be on, make sure that the students are paying attention to where the water spigots are or where the gas spigots are, because if they're open, then they could be releasing gas or water. The gas can fill the whole room, and it can be very dangerous, right? And this has happened in my class where other courses, people had turned them on, and then I was the first class of the day. I taught I think it was an 8 a.m. chemistry class on Fridays. And so another class did not turn these off. And so when I went to activate and turn on the gas, these were wide open, and then we ended up smelling it. And so I always tell everybody to make sure that they are closed before you turn it on. Make sure all the students kind of see that they are in line with the table, right? And not in line with the spigots. And that to make sure that they don't have any material that's right underneath where the water fountains are or these water spigots are, because then essentially it's going to get their computer or any other thing drenched. And then, they could be very, very upset. Now, you may need to turn those on in the morning if you're the first class, and they're really easy to turn off. You then again, just put this to the right, and you see that this is green. You go, and now it's red, and it's turned off for the night. So if you're in the morning class and you're using any of these things, you're probably going to have to turn them on, because we do make sure the night class turns them off. If you are the last class of the evening, you're going to turn them off. But the one we are never going to actually turn on and off is the electricity, because we want to make sure that our computers are up and going. And the next video that I'll make for you guys is how to use the computer. Bye.